instead of still being passed out, she was sitting up in bed, surrounded by the layers of her gown, with mascara-stained tears streaming down her face. Oh, shit. Now he had a crying female on his hands. He turned back to the bathroom, coming out with a box of tissues in his hand. He approached the bed and extended his arm so she could grab a Kleenex. "Thank you." She pulled 3 sheets from the box and dabbed at her eyes, succeeding only in smearing the makeup around her face. Settling on the side of the bed, he took her chin in one hand and, with a tissue, gently blotted and wiped the black stains off her soft skin. "You're so nice," she said, and immediately began crying again, which meant he had to begin all over cleaning her up. Knowing she was drunk and the alcohol was exacerbating her shitty feelings, Beck let her continue to sob it out. There was nothing else he could do. "I don't get how I could have screwed up so badly. I picked the nice guy, the safe guy, the guy who I thought would never screw me over like my father did to my mom. And here I am, alone on my wedding night." She lifted her hands and helplessly dropped them back to her lap and continued to list all the reasons she'd chosen her groom. Not one of them, he noted, was love. The longer she spoke, the more her hysteria built, and Beck sat back to let her get it all out, only reaching out occasionally to dab at the dripping black tears in order to save the white gown from ruin. If anyone told him this was how he'd be spending his night, he'd have had a good, hard laugh. The fact that it was Linc Kingston's sister made it even more ironic.
What she hadn't said out loud, wasn't willing to admit, was that she couldn't remember anything past Beck carrying her upstairs and placing her on the bed. She'd woken up to the sound of the 2 men yelling and realized she wore only her underwear beneath the covers of the hotel bed. Then she'd grabbed a robe and entered the main room to find Beck, one fine male specimen, wearing boxer briefs and nothing more. "Chloe?" Beck's voice called to her. Knowing she had no choice, she straightened and turned to face him. "Hi." He grinned at her. "Hi." She bit the inside of her cheek and forced herself to ask the question she needed the answer to more than any other. "What happened last night? I don't remember beyond you bringing me up here. Thank you, by the way. But did we—" A raging flush rose to her cheeks. "Relax, princess. Nothing happened except I brought you up here and put you to bed." "Princess?" His low, sexy laugh made her body parts tingle. "That's what you looked like in your gown." Did you undress me?" she forced herself to ask. He folded his arms across his chest, his muscles bunching in his forearms, his six-pack hard and firm. Never mind the bulge in his boxer briefs she was trying hard not to look at.